Alright guys, welcome to the second game in the third match between ROOTDestiny and dignitasNaniwa. Now, this game is part of the EG Masters Cup, and if you guys don't know what that is, it is basically a team-based kind of matchup where Root players play Dignitas players. The series is currently 1-1, and that means Root and Dignitas are tied. If you guys can't tell, this game was played a while ago. I wouldn't say like a long time ago, but maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. Because recently, the Root team did kind of disband, and the half the team went to join Complexity. The other half of the team went to join Rain, and Destiny did join Complexity, but he did decide it wasn't in his best interest to stay on the team, so he decided to drop off, I guess. Now this map is GSL's Tal Darim Altar, and these players have spawned as far as across as possible. So that means we should be seeing a macro game. Naniwar is going to be scouting Destiny soon. Naniwar actually sent out a really fast scout, probably around 9 with the pylon. No gas up yet for Naniwar. Probably going to get a Forge and then a Nexus to fast expand. No gas for Destiny either. And if you guys haven't watched the last game, I think you should. I definitely don't want to spoil anything. So this matchup is in favor of dignitasNaniwa right now. He is up 1-0. And with another win, he will win this best of 3 and give another point to his team. And I don't actually know what Naniwa is doing right now. Just hanging out in the back. Maybe he was going to try a cannon rush. I guess not. He did throw down the cybernetics core. Destiny's Lings are on the field. Just gonna run around. Now this map is really big and macro oriented, so it kind of favors Zerg play in the early to mid game. But approaching the late game, I would say the ability of the Protoss players to just warp in a bunch of units everywhere around the map is pretty good for Protoss players on this map. A Forge does go down. Warp Gate is on the way. 3 Zealots coming out for Naniwa. I don't know, maybe a little pressure. Destiny still doesn't know where his opponent is, I believe. Well, I guess he does because he kind of scouted this little section right here, and he didn't see any buildings, and his link did go all the way into this base. Now it looks like Naniwa's units are gonna hit the hatchery. 2 spine crawlers are up for Destiny with 2 queens. Another spine crawler on the way. Probe. Warp Gate hasn't finished yet, so I don't know what the plan for Naniwa is. He does throw down a Nexus. Engagement at the front, gonna kill a couple of Lings. Looks like Naniwa is just gonna do some damage on the hatchery. Maybe try to kill it, but probably not. He did force Destiny to build a lot of Zerglings instead of making more and more drones like any Zerg will want to do. But it looks like Destiny will be able to clean up all these units. Naniwa doing some nice micro. And yeah, it looks like these Zealots are gonna die off. Destiny moving in with Queens and Lings. Goodbye. Nexus is almost up for Naniwa. 7 drones on the way for Destiny. Income tab right now. About even, but Naniwa is mining that gas. We could see a Stargate. No, it is a Twilight Council. No tech up for Destiny yet. Not even any gas. should probably be seeing a gas geysers going down soon. Naniwa is transferring probes. Now again, I have to say, I don't mean to sound like I'm in favor of Naniwa. I actually do love watching Destiny stream. I just, in my opinion, he isn't up to the level of a player like Naniwa yet. Because Naniwa has won a couple major tournaments, and he places high almost in every tournament that I've seen him play in. But Destiny, like I said, it has been improving. He's been playing really good lately. So we'll see. Currently he doesn't have any team to play with. And if you watch his stream, Zergling's trying to get in. If you watch his stream, he still goes by the name ROOTDestiny. And that's because Blizzard allowed one name change, and Destiny used to be just Destiny. So he did change it to ROOTDestiny. And now that he's used that one name change, he can't really change his name again. So you'll still see him repping the Root, but as soon as Blizzard makes paid name changes available, I expect to see him change his name. And if you notice Naniwa going by Nani, well, that's just... Naniwa just goes by that moniker a lot. This is going to be a 6-gate Blink Soccer build. Looks like Destiny is going to scout 3 of the warp gates. I think Naniwa will be able to see this. Come on. This Overlord is going to get the... Yeah, Naniwa does move into position. But Destiny will see the Twilight Council. Doesn't see the other 3 gates, so he might be a little flustered right now. Because this could be anything. This could be 3-gate. No, actually, I don't think it could be anything. The Twilight Council gives it away pretty much as a Blink Stalker build. Another Overlord coming in for Destiny, but won't be able to see anything. And what I mean by that is 6-gate Blink Stalker is actually really another Overlord going in for Destiny. I don't think he saw the extra 3 gates. No, he didn't. But basically, seeing a Twilight Council and not seeing any like DTs or anything should warn you that it's probably a Blink Stalker build. Destiny is throwing down a Spore Caller just in case it might be DTs. But most Protoss players, if they get the Twilight Council, they are going to get Blink Stalkers anyway. No, I don't know of any in Protoss versus Zerg, any Protoss players going straight to DTs. That's kind of risky. I've seen MC do it in Protoss versus Protoss, which worked out really well. And this is kind of bad for Naniwa. I think, yeah, he left his main open. Destiny streaming in. Zerglings gonna probably be able to take out a lot. Naniwa warping in 1 Zealot. Gonna be a hero Zealot. Destiny does have vision of the map too, so he does see Naniwa's units moving out. Destiny doing a lot of damage right here. Naniwa has to pull probes. A lot of his probes are not mining right now. The natural almost being taken out, but not able to. Wow, the main Nexus is going to be taken out, and Destiny will have seen these extra gates, but these Zerglings should be cleaned out. It's not worth it to try to go save these Zerglings. Looks like Naniwa's just going to mainly be mining in here, and another group of Destiny's Zerglings are killing a lot more of Naniwa's workers. Income tab right now shows 25 harvesters for Naniwa and 42 for Destiny, so that was a good attack. And if you notice, Naniwa did remake his Nexus in the main, but wow, he took a lot of damage. I think he should just sit back in his base right now. But again, letting a Zerg player macro on this base is kind of bad. And Naniwa saying, knew I'd forgotten something. Because he did have to kill his Forge right here to get his units out, if you guys didn't notice. And I don't even think he remade his Forge anywhere. Dark Shrine going down for Naniwa. And a 3rd base going down for Destiny. Food supply right now is favoring Destiny by 30, but if Naniwa just plays this turtle style, he should be okay, I think. Robotics facility is also on the way for Naniwa. Can't really produce a lot off of these 6 gates. I think he's just going to save up money for DTs. And right now, Destiny is in a pretty commanding position. He has a lot of the map vision. Should have Overlord spread out, I think, in these far expansions, just in case Naniwa goes for a hidden expo. But he's in a good position right now. Naniwa, on the other hand, needs to just sit in his base for a little, just to get his economy back up, just to get more units to fend off any pressure. Because if Naniwa were to get some Colossus or High Templar, he could handle this pretty easily. But he just needs to wait and get more units before he could do anything like that. Economy is back up for Naniwa. He's back up to 39 harvesters. A bunch of DTs coming out for Naniwa. Oh, it looks like he's going to start trying to pick off Infestors, but that's kind of a bad idea because Infestors can throw down Fungals, which do reveal DTs and cloaked units. It looks like Destiny does know about it. Should throw down a Fungal, and he's going to let his Zerglings clean it up. Naniwa's DTs aren't really doing too much right now. An observer on the way to scout out the base. Yeah, High Templar Archives are coming. And I like Destiny's little position right here. Because the only way to get into his base really is to go in through the back. Or maybe have like a drop or something. Naniwa positioning another DT right here just to prevent any expo. Although I think this expo would be taken for this expo. I don't know, just my opinion. And it looks like Destiny has spread out his overlords. He does have a lot more vision of the map. A Roach Warren on the way for Destiny. Army count right now is pretty even. But I would say Infestors are pretty powerful, so they do a lot for his army. Overseer is on the way. Destiny at 2-2 upgrades. Naniwa at 2 to nothing. Should be seeing, yeah. Sonic Storm is on the way. A third going down, or a fourth going down for Destiny. And it looks like Naniwa's gonna try to take his base, but he sees the creep going down. We'll bring in units to kill. And a lot of Zerglings coming in for Destiny. Naniwa won't have the highest or the Sonic Storm out in time, so, or maybe he's chrono boosting it. He should chrono boost it. It'll be very important if he wants to fend this off. I mean, he could feed back a lot of these Infestors, but I think it'd be more important to do as much damage as he can on these Zerglings, just because there's so many and they're all 2-2. If he had a couple Colossus, I could understand doing feedbacks, but he doesn't. Oh, and all these are gonna die. Wow, bad positioning for Naniwa. That's huge. Destiny pretty much just won the game right now. Even though these force fields are pretty good, looks like Infestors are rolling in the back. Probably gonna throw down a lot of Infested Terran, and these roaches are coming in from the front. Gonna kill a lot more High Templar. And wow, so many Infested Terran doing so much damage. GG from Naniwa. Pretty good play by Destiny. I think that Zergling Harass in the mid game pretty much won him the game. And it looks like we're going on to a third game. So look out for that.